Hi guys! Good afternoon. Welcome to the Alan Show. Welcome to the Earthquake Report. Today is end of the week, Friday, May 22nd, 2020. Hey, 22, 22, 2020, 20. Okay. Coincidence. Guys, well, we had a severe earthquake, 6.1. Luckily, it was off mainland, off the coast of west coast of Mexico. So we're happy to inform that no major damages or injuries to report. Right? So as we've been talking for the last few days, thank you for all those who are subscribing. The whole idea is to come out of this without any scratches. And if you follow my show, you know I'm all about information and trying to understand the things that we're living, the times that we're living in, and why the earth moves and earthquakes happen. Really, there is not much of a mystery to it. We live in a movement universe. If you look at the universe as a whole, right? They're always talking about black holes and galaxies, right? These are nothing but chaos, like constantly moving meteors, comets, asteroids, and they carry debris and, well, they create all kinds of troubles for little creatures like us, right? We are all very sensitive creatures, right? So, what is the reason why we do these things? Is because we're very sensitive creatures. We can't take much, right? And it's best to be prepared and to be safe, right? All right. So yesterday we talked about keeping an eye, right, on the border south of California, right? And then there we have it, 6.1, right? Right on the ring of fire, right? So let me turn around this camera so we can illustrate this a little better so you can understand why things happen and they're going to continue to happen. And all you have to do is be prepared, keep one eye on it, nothing to stress about. You could go your entire life not experiencing something like this, or you can be like me last year, shaking and dancing on a 7.1 earthquake here in Southern California. Plus, it was a back-to-back, right? 6.4, 7.1. That's why I'm doing this. Not only that, but we have time, right? All right, guys, let's move on from here and let's see what we got. Let me put this on pause so that we can turn the camera around and do something with the map. Guys, again, remember, my videos are not edited. They're imperfect. I like to keep them that way because, as you can see, the earth is not perfect lines, it's not perfect dots, and it makes it more interesting that way. I could go to a more scientific sites, and make things more complex, maybe in the future, not now, because I like to keep things simple. I know most people tune into videos and they just want the information right away. So here we go. With no further ado, here's where we have this right there. See, we're going to refresh it so you can see right now. This is the main event of the day right there. A 6.1 is called San Jose del Cabo in Mexico, like by the area of Mazatlan coastline, right? We had, let's go around the world here. We got a 5.3 in Nevada. We talk about Nevada, guys. Keep an eye on that. Now we're on the increase, right? If you've been following my updates, you know that we've been considering Nevada the hot zone actually for the world right now. Because what's going on there? Why is it that it's coming down and then it increases? But we know when we have a 6-point plus earthquake, we're going to have few 5s, 4s. But it's very worrisome when you go down to 3s, like we were at 3s the other day, complete threes, no fours, nothing. Then all of a sudden we got a 5.3. That makes you think about it. So Nevada, Las Vegas, keep your eye on the ball right there. Keep your emergency supplies and all those things that you need to sell to help yourself and help your fellow man. Remember, when we help ourselves, we support at the same time our first responders, so they don't have to come after us for things that we can do ourselves. Unless something major happened to us, we want to keep them helping the people that really need the service in time of emergency. So you can see a new cluster coming up here, right? That's a Tonopah, Nevada, right? Warm Springs and the area, we talk about that area right there with the lunar crater, volcanic field. So is that some relation to it, right? So we know that we've been following this. There was an earthquake here, right, in the area of Utah the other day. That was big. And then we go all the way up to Idaho, right? You can see a triangle forming here. So what is going on here? We know that there's some craters, volcanic areas out here, and then we have Yellowstone, right about here, right about this side right here. So is all this related? Remember, earthquakes have a mega force, so we never know where the force may come out once it compresses, once it gets built in, right? Good news for the state of California today. We only had a little minor here, a couple of them. Pinnacles, Fresno area, right? Like somewhere out there by the coastline of Salinas, minor thing. Los Angeles, all clear. And then, as I was telling you, right, this pressure comes down, right? And guess what? Is it coincidence that we have something out here, right? You see this line here? It's all fault line. So it's like sometimes we hit in one area of our arm and it hurts somewhere else. Well, is that the same effect when it comes to earthquake? We're still working on that. So you guys, if you are experts at this, please post some comments so we can share some information, and illuminate ourselves, Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, and now we talk about being at the border of Mexico all the way down South Mexico, right? We talk about that the last couple of days. I say, well, I don't know where that force is going to come out, but it did put a pressure here somewhere. This might be an independent situation, or it might be some effect to it. They're all connected. You never know. But if it did, then the people of this area of Mexico, Mexico City, well, are all these areas, might want to keep an eye on that. Might want to find out what's going on over there. God bless Mexico, right? We want to make sure everybody's happy every day. Nobody gets hurt by these events that Mother Earth does for us. Now, look at what we have here, right? Is this the Madrid fault? I don't know. You tell me. Kentucky area, right? Wow. We're reporting a 2.5 in Kentucky for the people from the area of the east of the country, right? There you go. Cincinnati, close by it. Well, what is that? What is that? We know there's a lot of things going on here that may give us a little shake and bake over there. But for the most part, the entire continental U.S., it looks relatively calmly, but I will always be alert in Nevada, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, this little triangle here. Portland, Seattle, all those cities, always have your emergency kits and preparations, right? We never know. Earthquakes are the most unpredictable force on Earth. Hurricanes, you see them coming. Earthquakes, you can feel a little shake, or it can be just one sudden movement like this. See, yesterday we were talking about all these areas, but we know that we've been having a lot of movement out here. But is this a coincidence? No, it's not, because I'm going to prove it to you. This is the last 30 days of our beautiful Earth doing its thing in the ring of fire. And we can see that in the last 30 days, right, things have been building up. We're still the main event. We're still the main event for the last 30 days in the world. That was actually Indonesia, then Solomon, and then Greece. You see that 6.6 in Greece? That was on May 2nd. Then 6.5. That was right here, see? right there, that one right there. And then now we have this 6.1 right here, right? You see that list, right? These are the major quakes within the last 30 days. So you can see the ring of fire, right? Constantly, in motion. This thing is just boiling out there. So anything can happen if you live within those boundaries of this ring of fire, right? So there you go. 6.1 Mexico. God bless you guys. Hopefully everything is okay. Nobody got hurt. No damages. Nothing to lament. And we continue to keep an eye on these things, right? Make sure the people in the areas of that area of Mexico, they're prepared. They have their water. They have their things just in case. You never know, right? I'm going to turn the camera around now. And I'm going to, actually, no, let's go to windy. Remember yesterday we were talking about some storms, cyclones developing in the area of South Asia. And today they're not reporting anymore. They disappeared, thank God. So nothing major happened there. They were developing out here, remember that? And last time we had this manga that created a tremendous problem here. Thousands, I guess millions of people got evacuated from it. And now it's just a depression out here with no category yet. Okay, so let's see, let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what's going on, but no major things to report. It's still early in the season. Let's see in the area of the Caribbean, the Atlantic, nothing to report. So peacefully out there, especially for these areas that prompt to hurricanes, the areas of our East Coast, right? The Carolinas, Florida, and also the Gulf of Mexico, right? So good, not much to report, but remember this, the earthquake season is heating up and anything can happen at any time. So we keep an eye on it so that we give you the update. That way you guys can make preparations in case, in the event that something like that were to land by your door. People on the earthquake land, boom, 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 right here, right? Remember, guys, 3 days minimum preparation. If you can do more, even better. The internet is letting me down today again. Okay, so maybe it's because it's a lot of data, right? Look at all that. God, look at all that. That's 30 days for you guys. So let's go to 1 day here. Let's go back to our main event here of the day. It's our situation in Mexico here. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse than this. All right, guys, Sacramento, Nevada, all please maintain your guard up. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, right? On the other side, Idaho had a little bit of motion. Remember yesterday we were talking about a little bit of increase here and now has decreased completely. Let's see what the biggest one we had today was at 3.6. So, but you can see this in ascending, right? 2.7, 2, and then 3.6. Boom. There you have it. Nothing hopefully stays this way for the next 24 hours until we get the next update and we'll see what happens. Kentucky, right? There's always one earthquake out there that makes it where, it's not supposed to be, right? But that's the report right here. So we're going to turn this around and we're going to talk a little bit about something different, right? So let's put this aside here. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. My shows are never edited because I like to keep them like this, chaotic. That way we make something out of it. All right. I'm going to give you a little bit of the stock market report too, so that way you get a little bit of finances, right? I've done some stock trading, stuff like that in my lifetime, and let me just give you a little bit of rundown, huh? Okay. So we go to, broke my phone today, right? So the stock market closed today. It's always important. Finances are very important. It's what makes the world go round, right? Sometimes when we don't understand something, we reject it or we criticize it, right? It's a very common thing to do that because we don't understand it. Anything we don't understand, we tend to take a position on it. Not always is the correct one, but we have to make one decision, right, when we come across something. The finances, right, we know that they can be harmful if they're extreme, right, but they also can be very good for people, especially people with when you get older, right, with retirement, things like that. So we take a middle ground of things. So and whatever benefit us, we work with, right, and the rest we just dispose it like everything, like your computer. It has that trash. Just put things in there. Don't carry them with you. Don't get angry, right? Don't be a dummy. The superstar of the show right here. He wants to take this off, but I say, as long as I'm here, you can't take it off because I'm not going to put it on. I can't talk like that. So now you know why he always has the mask. All right, guys, here's our, NASDAQ. Oh, where are we? Oh, right there. Okay, that's our report right there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. There you go. All right. So we got NASDAQ, 93.24, 39 points up today. We got Dow, 24,465, 8.95, down. It was a down day for the Dow Jones. Only 8 points, almost 9 points. And then S&P, Standard & Poor, 500. It was a 29.55 today at 6.94 or 0.24% up. So a relatively flat day for the market. It's had a lot of volatility throughout this whole ordeal with the COVID, but it seems like it's getting settled down now. I don't think we're still out of the woods yet. But we're going to keep a report on this along with the other three so that we make it exciting, right? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of info here from our friends. 1733 gold prices. It was up today, $5. It's still trading, right? And 1729 for gold. $17.29 for silver, I'm sorry. And it's up 9 cents. Let's see what else is interesting here. Oh, crude oil, $33.56. This is the sweet crude, $33.56, down 36 cents. It says 1%, 1.6, right? So you can see, you can have fun with these numbers because at the end of the day, they do matter. They, when you go buy gas, right? So if the price of oil was $100, it will affect you. If it was down $20, it affects you. So it's always good to have an idea of where our money is going and why certain things cost what they cost, right? And let's see what else. What else? Do we have anything else here? I can give you all the rundowns of all the international, but we're just going to keep it with the main index, right? So the crude oil, we got 33.56. Gold, we got at 1,733. I think the all-time high is 1,850. You see how much? I'm going to give you an idea here. This is a 1-year chart of gold. Where are we? Right there. You see that? Isn't that wild? If people bought down at 1,100, well, they're going to be partying soon. All right. Who knows, right? And silver silver kind of trades on a flat, like this way, that way, that way. But I think he's due for a run because it was $50 by almost 8 years ago or so. So, if you look at the price of silver versus the price of, by the way, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a salesman, but this is what I do to feel this is what I'm interested in, So it's almost trading at a 100 to 1 rate, which is very big. And usually there are contractions between gold and silver. What a contraction does is, you see how right now you're at 100 to 1. There has been times where silver and gold, they have been at a 40 to 1, meaning that 40 ounces of gold to 1 ounce 40 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. But right now you are at 100. That expansion in price difference gotta give you a heads up where the opportunities are, just for you to pick your brain, right? So do your research, you do your DD, right? It's all part of entertainment, but there's opportunities to be seen out there. Guys, as I always say, I hope this was informative. If you like my show, please like, subscribe, share, and leave your comment down below. I want to get better at this, and I need your information because, you know, I don't want to, I don't want to go one way and not be able to know if I'm doing something that is helping anybody out there or somebody's entertained with, right? I want to be able to get better at it, right? Because I'm a salesman by trade. That's what I've done all my life. This is new to me, so the only way I can get any direction, and I don't have any platform. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I need your help in case this is helping you in any way, at least entertain you. Give me a little comment so that I know I'm talking to somebody out there. I don't want to be like in a space station and talking to myself, right? So give me a heads up out there. I appreciate you tuning in, if you are. And remember this, we can make a difference. We can always make a difference in the world. Let's not stay still. Let's move. Shake and bake. Don't be like Mr. Dummy. And be prepared. Remember, go to the main sources to find the preparations, how, what you need and all that in the event of an earthquake, hurricane, or any catastrophe, right? We got to be prepared. We got to be able to help other people and help ourselves, right? Well, guys, this is it. This was the Earthquake Report. Thank you for tuning in.